Welcome guys, back to another video. Today we're going to be showing you how you are going to get all the materials in order to get this stuff for the Great Spook, as well as telling you what you should be buying from the shop first, because there are some things that you should be buying that are better than others. Anyways, we'll get started with the Great Spook talismans. Alrighty, so in order to obtain the 5 fairy wings that you do need for the Great Spook talisman, you will want to hop into any dungeon run with some enchanted shears, and then you will want to take them and then, of course, shear the fairy wings, which, of course, the thing is bugged right now, but normally it will work. It should be fixed pretty quickly. But either way, that is how you obtain them, and anyways, we'll move on to the next clip. Now that we got the Great Spook talisman, and just so you're wondering, I'm pretty sure it is bugged because it wasn't letting me actually obtain any fairy wings, but trust me, this is how you obtain it. Next, you're going to need 2 free spiders in order to get the Great Spook ring. And now, in order to do this, you're going to need a scavenged emerald hammer and a scavenged golden hammer from the Mines of Devon, and then head over to this specific anvil in the gold mine, and then you're going to combine together to get a scavenged iron hammer, and then you're going to warp to the spider's den, head over to the bestiary house over here where Grandma Wolf lives, and then you're going to go over to this cage here. As you can see here, there's spiders travel here, so you're going to basically break this right here. It's one of these blocks, I don't remember which one, and again, it's not letting me for some reason, but this is how you get it. But anyway, this will get you the free spiders, and then you will be able to get the Great Spook ring. And now we are going to discuss how you are going to get the Great Spook artifact. Now you are going to need a couple things. You will need 2 bread, an onion, which you can obtain from the builder, a tasty cheese, which could be obtained from vacuuming up mites on your garden or by killing rats, and then a lettuce, which is also something you obtain from the builder, some cooked beef, which is also something you could just cook up in a furnace, and then you're going to want a hunter knife and put it in a potato minion in order to get french fries, and then you will have all the materials that you need in order to claim the Great Spook artifact. First, I will be dunking myself in water in order to get a wet pumpkin, and now you have to do this by basically wearing a pulp pumpkin that you can get from builder, and then just stand in water, and then you get yourself a wet pumpkin, and this is basically how you obtain the Great Spook helmet. So basically, since it is nighttime, you can head over to basically any bat box, and then you basically need to kill a bat with a wither bow and icy arrows, and this will get you decayed bats. And then once you have 5 of them, you'll be able to create the Great Spook chestplate. So now I will be showing you guys how to obtain the 5 poisonous candy. Now, first of all, you will need 4 enchanted poisonous potatoes per poison candy. You can craft this using regular poisonous potatoes in the amounts that you would need for any other enchanted item. In others, you'll need 160 enchanted regular poisonous potatoes for 1 enchanted poisonous potatoes. And then you will need 2 food poisons, which you take from Shifty here, as well as a simple carrot candy, which of course is unlocked with the carrot collection and very easily. So you just need 250 carrots for this, and then you can just go into here, put that like so. We'll smack these in here, surround it with enchanted poison potatoes, and then you'll get poisonous candy. Now you do need 5 of these, and it will take a while to get said enchanted poisonous potatoes. If you're on Iron Man, I would say you will have to grind out a lot of poisonous potatoes just to get this, and I say good luck. You better get started right now. Anyways, see you guys with the next item when we have it. So now I will show you guys how to get the sweet flesh that you need in order to get the Great Spook boots. So basically, you need to take a sweet axe, and then you need to find any zombie mob, which of course it's hard to find since it's a spooky festival. But basically, you need to you find one and smack it. Ooh, there's one over here. Basically, take it, smack it with that, and you will get sweet flesh. And now this is pretty easy to get. It's pretty straightforward because you can get a sweet axe from a lumberjack in the hub. But anyways, see you guys with the next item. In order to get the 10 frozen spiders, in order to acquire the Great Spook Staff, you're going to need to go fishing in the Spider's Den in this specific pond with an ice rod, as well as spooky bait. And now this will allow you to fish up said frozen spiders. I did not get one there, but trust me, it works. According to the wiki, that's what it said. But either way, we're just gonna go on to the next clip. We'll see you guys there. So now, in order to get the rogue flesh that you need to get the Great Spook Belt, you need to kill a tier 1 rev and kill it with exactly 1 second left. And now this may seem pretty difficult, and it is. But it's pretty easy to do. And unfortunately, I do not have the internet to do this at the moment, so we will be skipping on to the next thing, and we'll see you guys there. So now that we are back in the Dwarven Mines, we can now head down to a place and get ourselves Precious, which, if you know Precious, it is what happens when you give a dirt rod, an infinite dirt rod, to Dirt Guy, which if you travel the way I did, you will find the Dirt Guy right here. And then if you give it to him, if crap, we're in another lobby that we can't get it from. But basically, yes, you give him an infinite dirt rod, and he will give you a precious item, which will allow you to grab the Great Spook Cloak. So now I'll be showing you guys how to get the obscure ending, which is something that you need to get the Great Spook Cloak. So basically, what you need to do is you need to get a blindness 1 potion. I would recommend putting some enchanted redstone dust to increase its length to 1:30. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drink it, and then you're going to complete the end race. And now this is difficult, because you need to find the ending to the race, and you pitch black. And this is always fun because you gotta figure out where it is. It is typically marked by beacon, but that's the thing is, where am I going? I fell into the void, but basically you want to do that while being blindfolded. I didn't do it right, and I died there. But anyways, that's basically what you do in order to get the obscure ending. Alrighty, so for the next thing, you will need to bring a cow all the way up to Jake. As you can see here, it has already been done in this lobby, but I need to grab my cow head and then talk to them. And I completely forgot that I need to have my cow head on. But yeah, you basically need to bring it to them, and when you do, it will trigger the head of betrayal. Unfortunately, I was not here in time, so I did not get it. But that's basically how you get it. Alrighty, now, so I am going to show you guys how to get a couple of items on my island. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to get the Dead Seeds. The Dead Seeds is basically what happens when you get enchanted bone meal and bone meal a dead bush, and as you can see here, you get yourself a dead seed. Okay, now we are going to show you guys how to get the Infernal Gratitude. You need to claim a visitor thing within 2 seconds. We will show you guys right now. So basically what you gotta do is click on them and then click them in a second, and you should ideally get Ephemeral Gratitude, but I think it's bugged right now, so I can't get it, unfortunately. But anyways, that's essentially how you get it. And we will see you guys in the next one. So now we are in a unique one because we need 10 sewer fish in order to obtain the Eerie treat, which upgrades your Eerie pet. So now you basically need to go fishing in any water in the floor 3 boss fight. I would recommend that you equip the tank class, just because this will make things a lot easier. And then basically just ignore them. Actually, oh, it's right, I forgot. You actually have to kill the guys before you do the thing. To kill a professor 1 time and get him into his next phase, and then he will flood the entire room, and then you can go fishing for the 10 sewer fish. I'm sorry I did not do this earlier. I forgot you actually had to kill the guy first. But yeah, basically you want to go fishing for the stuff. It shouldn't take too long. You just need 10 of them. You can also use blessing or blessed bait to make this go quicker, but basically ignore those guys, just fish. If you ignore them, it doesn't matter. You will take some damage, but in the end, you will get a sewer fish. And of course, he is bothering me. But yeah, that's how you get the sewer fish. Alrighty, in order to obtain the the nightmare nullifier, in order to get the Eerie toy, you are going to have to buy a black coffee from the bartender here in Crimson Isles. It can be any bartender. I'm just at the mage one since I am a mage. And then you're going to warp to the Dwarven Mines and then travel up to Bednam because you have to hand said black coffee to Bednam. I completely forget which house Bednam lives in. And just excuse me for a second. Ah, yes, he's right here. But anyways, you are going to want to hand this to him, and then you're going to wait a day. And I will come back to you guys when it has been a day. Okay, so it has been an actual day, so now we can actually talk to Ben. Now, and I'll say, wow, I really can't sleep at all. That's fantastic. And now he will give you the Nightmare Nullifier. Which, of course, I had to exit out of my inventory. But trust me, we got it. Alrighty, boys, so in order to obtain the soup item, which is used to get the boo stone from the Tassoid Alchemist, you're going to hand an item with the ending tag of soup to Pablo right here. So if you could just hand it to him, he will give you, again, the soup. And then now, we can go claim that from him. The next thing we're going to be showing you guys is how to get the secret potion, which the secret potion is what happens when you basically brew any secret into one of these awkward potions. And so if again, it's not letting me, it normally lets you do this. But basically you want to brew any secret into a potion here. Oh yes, I can't use a diffuse kit, I guess. That's I thought you could. Either way, hey, and you have to do this while wearing any of the secret armors. I chose the Monster Raider armor just because it was the easiest one to make for me. Alrighty, so we are back in Hub, and now, right now, we are going to obtain the Scary Grimoire, and in order to do this, you're going to need a Shadows Indicate Riddles, Illuminating Unseen Stars, and to get this, you're going to need to talk to Sirius with exactly, and I mean exactly, 7,871,265 coins. Now, this may seem a little bit hard, but something you can do to prevent yourself from gaining more coins is by removing your Emerald Ring and Talisman of Coins, as these items give you coins every so often. And so now you will want to just wait here, and then when Sirius appears, which he should in a second, as you can see here, you can talk to him, and he will say, oh, that's the exact amount of coins I got from selling my first gift my father gave me. It's now my favorite number, and I wrote a book about my childhood. Do you want it? Yes, I do want it, Sirius. And of course, I will say yes. Of course, he will give us our Shadows Indicate Riddles, Illuminating Unseen Stars, which we can then travel back to the Soy Alchemist to get the Scary Grimoire. So now that you have all the items and you have all the fear, you can start killing mobs in order to get Dark Candy, which is the thing that you get from the primordial fears that you spawn, which is around 1 in every 6 minutes if you don't have any fear, or 1 in every 2 minutes if you have max fear. So now, if you have all the Dark Candy that you want, you can travel back over here to the actual primordial fear stuff, of which is known as a Vergul. So if you click it for the first time, you'll see the ground travels beneath you, and the eerie wind howls through the air. Vergul will be like, who dares disturb my eternal slumber? Of course, and he will bring up this menu, which shows you a bunch of rewards they can get. Now, there are interesting things, such as the Scare Fragments, which can be used in order to craft the Intimidation Relic, and then Expired Pumpkins, which, of course, if you bring 3,000 of these to Carolyn and Scarleton, and it will give you 5 health and 12 fortune, and then Black Wool and Yarn, used to bring the Black Hat Pet up to Mythic, like the Sleepy Hollow and the Great Spook Tree, which basically do the same thing. Sleepy Hollow give you a purple candy every time you put in a minion, as in every so often, not like every time you put in a minion. And then the Great Spook Tree, which generates he's purple candy every so often. And then, of course, a new item this year, the Siphon 5 book, which, of course, heals you for 6% of your max health per 100 crit damage, and you deal per hit up to 1,000 crit damage. Which, of course, And then, of course, there is one reward, or just for spending items in the shop, which is the Great Spook emblem. Now, if you don't have any of like talismans and stuff, I would recommend you grab the scare fragments as well as the black woolen yarn first, as these items are the most critical to actual progression. And if you need more expired pumpkins for the pumpkin fortune, I would grab those next, and then just move on to the Sleepy Hollow and the Great Spook Tree, since these aren't really necessary buying. And then I'd say finally go on to the Siphon 5, since I'd have to assume that the event is coming back in next year or so. Anyways, we'll move on to the next clip. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys did enjoy the guide that I did make today, please consider liking the video and subscribing, as it does help me out a lot. And if you did like some content that you saw today, please consider checking out my other videos, as I do have other content other than just guides and stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day today, and I will see you guys next time.